Absolutely blown away. For the moment I walked in, the setup, the feel was great. Positive environment. The vendors are just so good to walk around, get a feel for what everyone does. It's not just the takeaways, it's the learning about everything, what they do, how they contribute to this environment. Loved it.
So it is my first time, so it's early in the day. So far, so good. Met some great people, and I've had some good food. And the keynote speaker was interesting. I caught a couple of things from that, so that was good that I'll put in my back pocket.
For one thing, they always have great speakers. I think last year they had PK Subban's father, and the previous year they had somebody else. I forgot his name, but he wrote his book about getting up and being happy and things like that. So I always found the speakers always have relevant things to say, especially in the context of call centers, where things are all about the people and change always happens. So yeah, there's always something of value here.
Keynote speaker today, Mike Lipkin, was great. Just very animated, very interactive, just a really good speaker. I could have listened to him for hours. I think that if he would have kept going, I would have kept listening, I would have kept participating. It was great.
So far it's been pretty decent, pretty good. Coming to these sessions, it's always a learning process, right? So you're always learning something new. We've been in the industry for 15 years, but we're constantly learning. And so I think the speakers that we've had so far have been, tremendously exciting and informative, and looking forward to learning more.
So far it's been really good. Great speakers, great inspiration, especially I liked Limpkin this morning. He got everybody going, a lot of energy, and I think he left people really thinking about, not just what we do in the contact center, about what we do as we walk out in the world.
It's been absolutely great, very informative to show what we've incorporated into our business. It's being reiterated with our speaker this morning. It's been brought to light how IVRs, the way we connect with our customers, it changes. The industry's changed, and it's are you going to adapt, or are you going to be the disruptee, sit back and try to follow and kind of resist change?
The presenters, I found that they're very enthusiastic. They had great information to share. This is the first time that I've attended the GTACC seminar. I found them over LinkedIn. So very informative, good information for me to take back to Canon and take back to my team.
Talk to the vendors who are here, find out what's new, find out what's innovative, consult them for best practices, and I think you block out the day, you walk away with a lot of great valuable information and tools you can use back at the contact center.
It's funny, when we were thinking about sponsoring GTACC, we figured what was the best way to be able to touch a lot of different contact center professionals in the GTA. And frankly, there's no other way to be able to get in contact and meet them all in one spot. It would take a lot more time, whether it be on the phone or individual meetings, to be able to pull something like this off.
We're very proud of the relationship that we've had with GTACC and just great membership here.
Yes, Sangeeta has been wonderful and given us the opportunity to kind of demonstrate who we are and kind of network with everyone here. It is a great networking opportunity, as we all know, but having the opportunity to kind of showcase what we do is probably the best here.
We've been a member of GTACC for quite a few years at this point, and we feel that it's a really pivotal part of the GTA community and something we've wanted to be involved with for a while. And I feel that it's a great place for us to meet customers and interact with local vendors in the space and really spread the message and help, again, users with their customer service.
We choose to sponsor GTACC because the executive at GTACC worked very hard in bringing into one room, one day, the diversification of all these different types of corporations. And for us, it's a very sweet target market, which, as a matter of fact, some of our customers are participating in. We like to make sure that we are there in front of them, over one roof, one day, explaining to them who we are, what we're all about, and it's great bang for the buck. So that's why we love coming to GTACC, and I think this is like our 7th, 8th year in a row of coming here, and it's a very successful venue for us in spreading the gospel of Brandtel Networks.
This is probably my 3rd or 4th year attending the GTACC conference, and I simply like coming for for a couple of reasons. I like interacting with the different people that you get here in the customer service industry, whether it's suppliers or customers of suppliers, peers. I like seeing those people, but I also like hearing the speakers. Anytime you can hear someone speak, you get a different perspective on life. Sometimes you can hear the same speaker, a few years later, and you hear something totally different again. You get something totally different from what they said, what you thought you got the first time around.
The one thing I'm going to take away from here is more informed and be able to take that information and bring that change to our organization. If some of the things are actually going to positively impact Rogers, that's what we take away and present it to our directors and see if they can actually incorporate it. So GTACC, what it's doing for me is informing me, making me be able to go back to the company and say, these are the things that are actually in market right now. What could we possibly change, bring to our company?
To bring together the entire community within the BPO space in one room and to share ideas is invaluable. When we're focused on day-to-day work, you tend to get complacent in terms of your thinking and your learning, and the ability to come here and network with so many different industry experts, I think is amazing. You never know who you run into or who you speak with and who has something to share in terms of a new technology or a new process that they implemented, or just really creative ways of motivating employees or staff. There's so many things to learn here, and so that's really what I think is valuable from a GTACC perspective.
I've come at least 5 times. I've missed a year or 2 in between. So, no, it's a great event, and I always try to make sure that I can put it in the calendar ahead of time and make it.
You get to hear great keynote speakers, really trying to motivate you to do better for your staff, to do better for yourself, and tying it all back to building that network to make yourself successful and to make the customer service industry successful.
So come in, network, meet new people, and really that's the biggest value of this conferences.
I think for others, when you're talking to them about the GTACC conference, I think they need to understand that it's a small commitment. It's a day, it's a few days throughout the year to really gain some interesting insights into the industry and into the work that we do. It's fun. Customer service people like engaging with people. They like talking. Obviously, I like talking an awful lot. But it's a great opportunity to get involved and do something to contribute, not just to gain yourself, but to contribute and share with others as well.
If you can get the chance to come, definitely come, because I came in not knowing what to expect, and what I'm learning is the different angles of companies, what's different, what's happening in the market right now with technology, and also it just makes you understand more where you are and where you can go, what you learn from GTACC.
Absolutely join. Yeah, it's an amazing group of people. The team that throws the events are extremely amazing. They're well versed within the industry, and so if you're looking to learn within the customer experience space or grow within it, conferences such as this one are imperative for you to come and at least see what's happening in the space and how we can grow.
The conference is valuable on many levels. First of all, one of the best networking opportunities that we have. And, we're often stuck in our contact centers. We don't get out there. We don't get to find out what's new and exciting, but you find out information, but you also meet people that you can continue to have conversations with to help improve. And I think the topics are always very valuable. They make us think outside the box, and they make us think beyond the technology and really about how important people are, and that we have to be innovative. We can't just do what we've always done and expect it to get any better.
It's a great networking event. It really allows you to bounce your ideas off others. It lets you know that what you're doing in your space, people are struggling in those same areas where you can actually bounce ideas off. Maybe not everyone's struggling in certain areas, but you can always focus on the ones who are doing well in areas that you're struggling in. It offers great insight when you go to your breakout sessions. There's different leaders who are there to share their experiences of what's working for them and to share the struggles they've had. And it really comes to light that you're really in the same space. Make a little few tweaks and you can really excel in what you're doing.
It's
It's amazing. Presenters, again, very, very knowledgeable, able to share good experience that's relative to what I do. Also, it's very nicely done. It's organized very well. Presenters, the MCs, it's excellent. The food, very, very nice. Yeah. Looking forward to come back for next year.